Rainey says Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there, even though she's never been a mother. She's mothered a lot of pups, but she's never been a mother. She mothers her brothers. I think Red laid wrong. He's doing his, I gotta lay down every couple of steps. He's mothered. I think he came out there. She has mothered at least four or six other pups. She's been around a while. And I haven't done this one for a while. By the way, it's damp and there's clouds, but there's a blue spot in the sky. So I'm going to say, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Then I'm going to feed and get on with the day. Maybe by then, Becky will be awake enough for Thailand to tell her Happy Mother's Day. I don't know. And hopefully things come apart today, because I'd like to get that tank off, cleaned up, back on, and tractor out of my way. And if this is what we're going to get, that little bit of rain is enough that I won't be pulling a disc in that field anyway. Minnie, why you got to be a B.I. TCH? That one? Yeah. She's bagging up and loosening up. And Minnie's calf has been hanging down low for like 2 weeks. It's like, really? You should have come out by now. And that one I haven't seen doing nothing yet. Well, there it is. Ended up putting a pry bar under the sump, and you know, it'll move quite a ways being a flat bottom. But that's what it looks like. She's having a hard time plugging things in today. She don't feel very good either. She says her ear and her sinus are both infected. And here's what it looks like in here. Lines come up right there. They're tied up. Hopefully the paper towel stays on there.
I'm gonna make some noise.
I ended up breaking. Gotta make noise on me. I ended up having to break the terminal off for the gauge. Oh look, there's Becky. Oh look, there's Matt and Brooke finally getting some of the firewood out of here. I'm not gonna hold my breath if they're gonna get it all, but it'd be nice since it was supposed to have been out of here over a month ago. So anyway, got to get the sending unit suction line out. May have to get a replacement. If so, it's going to be Tuesday or Wednesday before we'll have one. And see if we can't pressure wash the inside of that thing. There you go. Now you got to see her on Mother's Day. Hey, can I get down? Hello? Okay, you move so I can get down. There we go. Hey, Blakely. Stay down. Hey, tell everybody hi. Well, I guess that's the view you get of her. Her and her poopy dog. Well, there's the pickup tube / sending unit. I can't get my hand out of the way. Pretty crusty. Probably clean it up, but then when you look at the tube itself, I don't know.
Well, that settles it.
And the screen is obviously
the one I couldn't get until the 21st.
Toast. And she is looking what we can get. Of course, I can check with the dealer tomorrow. I doubt they have anything in stock, though.
Between Wednesday and Friday. That's the closest I can get you.
So
because the other one wouldn't be till the 21st.
That's how long this thing's going to be sitting here.
I'm going to have it delivered here, not my house.
That'll give us time to get that thing cleaned out good and cleaned up. And we can set in here in front of the tractor and get dried out good. That's the plan. And, you know, there is no good way to get all of it in there. That's a better hole to use than that one, because that one all you can do is right here. This one, at least you can get to the other side. You know, not that I want to, but we may even put a little real live good gas in there and help break up whatever's in it, and shake it around, do whatever. And yes, knock the board off of that so the sump's laying in it. Just got to remember not to catch it with the forks. Well, there's the one we've opted for. There is one out there for $114. There's one for $118, but I mean, it'd be a week and a half to get it. This one,
I'm guaranteed by Friday.
yeah, by Friday we'll have it. So, and yes, it's raining, and yes, my skid steer's sitting out in the rain, and yes, so's that tank. Doesn't matter. And she says, well, we're going to throw a little paint in that hole after she finishes cleaning it up. She's got it pretty well cleaned up, just a little bit more so we can throw some paint on it. And we were just discussing with the looks of, I think I left it back there, looks of that sending in it. I mean, as soon as I got it up where you could see it, I went, oh, Jesus. Because, I mean, it's pretty rusty on top. It'd probably last another 40 years, but I just, we'll take that gasket back to the dealer next week. Especially where that was the only one they had anywhere in the country, so, you know, at least somebody will still have one. And that's going to sit here. Worst comes to worst, if I absolutely have to, I can add on to both those lines and set a 5-gallon bucket down there and drop the lines into them. And fire it up and run it. At least to move it. In the meantime, though, I'm thinking about seeing if she don't feel worth a shit. But I gotta see if she felt like trying to clean some shit up, because I don't have a workbench in here, and I'd kind of like that little table so I can rebuild that fuel pump for the Ranger. You know, it'd be kind of a low table, but for sitting in a chair, but I think it goes up another notch or two. And that's kind of why that's out here. Becky donated that to the shop.
You have one choice.
Because there's always too much shit in here. Always. I mean, electrical stuff that needs to go back out. That's.
Things get wet.
You noticed? Oh my gosh. Of course, I don't. No sign of really any water in it, other than, you know, rusty tube.
Menopause?
And she can't decide if she's hot or cold.
And this bullshit?
It literally just warmed up in the last couple minutes, and now she's got to put her coat on.
Fucking stupid.
Anyway. So, yay. Well, maybe while this is in here, we'll get the door rubber and stuff done. It's going to be sitting here long enough for that. This is the look I get.
I feel like dog shit, dude.
Yeah, you're not the only one. Thought he was going to go for a run. I had to bump him with the bale on the way through the gate. And yeah, feeding between showers. We came out, it was just tapering off. Then it quit. Luckily, they're all out there far enough. They don't care the gate's open. And yes, the little girl started. Almost didn't, but she did. I was actually going to video part of this. I didn't. Talk about a pain in the ass. I got one wire that's got 2 cracks in it, but you know, it's been working, and for God's sakes, that whole thing, all your contacts and your wires for the gauge are right out there in the open. The green wire's got oh, I can count 5 cracks in it from here, but it can't touch anything. So, other than the gas that it's in, and I thought this kit came with new regulator. It didn't. Regulator's right here. Pull that clip and you change it. So hopefully it's not the regulator. Otherwise I got to just get a regulator. But it came with a new hose. New hose appears to be same stiffness as the old one, so I'm not gonna go to all the trouble of trying to pull that off. Extra parts. I'll show you. A black rubber piece on this one. This is the old pump. That's what slides up into a piece under this. And I was thinking it might seal on the inside, but no, it's on the outside. And to get this thing apart is damn near an act of God. You got 3 tabs on this bottom one that are, it wasn't that bad. A couple screwdrivers and I got it popped. But this one, you got 3 tabs on it. The only good thing is they give you a pry spot there, but Jesus Christ. That took me a good 15 minutes just to get that one apart. But it is all together. And then I'm wondering, because it only shows empty. And I'm wondering, but I haven't been able to shake it. I'm wondering if the float's flooded. But it isn't dripping, so I don't know. I mean, the only way I can find out is get it close and hook the wire up, turn the key on, and move that. Excuse me. Move it up and down and see if the gauge works. So, and yeah, that's the old screen. Looks much like the new one in the frame anyway. Except the new one's red. The frame is. So, I mean, that probably didn't help. There could be a chunk of this went up into the pump, and who knows. But I'm hoping it's just the pump and it's not the regulator. If it is the regulator, I got to get one. We will find out. I think this is for multiple things because there is absolutely no place for that piece of hose. And even comes with another pump plug. And the one that's in here has the wires for the fuel gauge on it. They are not in this, so I guess I got a pump I might be able to use for something. I can power it. And of course a couple little hose clamps. And the seal, yeah, well, that seal's fine if you're putting one of these together that has the plastic nut and it screws down over the top. I need holes in mine, so the old seal goes back in. No biggie. I guess I go do that and get Becky to move her car so I can get it out, take it for a spin, see if everything works. It better work. And if you figure the price on these things, I think these were like from $125 to $200 or something for a complete unit. They just didn't have this top end on any of them, which doesn't do me any good unless I replace the tank, and I'm not doing that. Not when the tank is like $1,000. It's like, really? I lost my train of thought. Y'all know me. It's a Sunday. It's been a long week. Yeah. Anyway. Replace the parts I could that are in the kit. Go from there. And by the way, even if you use the new plug-in, they do supply butt connectors. These are not heat shrink. These are regular. These are the good old ones. Used to use these all the time. You're still, positive and negative are still both exposed to the gas together. So that's why I'm not going to worry much about that. As long as it doesn't short out on here, and even if it does, it still isn't beyond the gas. And it still doesn't short to the motor because it's all encased in plastic. And I probably should give you a little more update. Ty was kind of talking like she might leave after lunch, but she left before lunch. And she left me a mess here. That's what it looks like in here. I'm gonna throw a little paint where the paint's rubbed off and probably call it good. I gotta do something to hold that wire back up out of the way again. It was taped up there with some pretty good tape. I don't know that we got any tape that good, but I'll bet you some Gorilla tape will work long enough to get the tank, long enough to get the tank in. And there was a roll up there somewhere. There's a roll of crappy duct tape. It'll probably work. Anyway, let's see, go drop this in. Oh, that's what I was saying, price. That was like $39 for this kit. So, with the time taken to do it, yeah, that's why a complete one's $100 and some bucks. Because I've got almost an hour and a half. Of course, that includes taking 6 screws out and unplugging a hose and a wire and bringing it over here. But I got it an hour and a half on it, mainly because it wouldn't come apart. That and trying not to get gas everywhere. So anyway, see what else I get you. Maybe this will be the end. If it is, ladies, I hope you had a good Mother's Day, all you mothers out there. And gentlemen, thanks for watching. Hope you all had a great Sunday, great Mother's Day, and I hope everyone has a great Monday. It was starting to rain when I came out of the shop. I got here without getting too wet. It's kind of tapering off. And yes, I came back. It's in. It's under the seat. I did cheat. I already started it because I knew it was going to take a few cycles to get the air out. Like the second time I actually hit the start, I cycled the key twice to cycle the pump. Second time I hit start on the key, it fired and died. Third time it fired and died. Then it fired up and kept running. And I've been having to start it by pumping the throttle. And it's been sitting too. Just like that. That's how it's supposed to run. I mean, I can't get it out of here to take it up the driveway to see what it's going to do, but it's got to be better than it was. And the fuel gauge still don't work. It still says it's on empty, so that is what it is. But it starts. It doesn't have to grind itself to death. And now I can go feed. Find the rest of the... okay. One's right behind me. One's right there. One's there. I didn't find them a minute ago. I don't know where the little buggers were. Probably doing something they weren't supposed to, huh, Ghost? And Balon. And Bandit might get his butt kicked. Well, he wasn't there, I guess. He was next to where they dug a hole in the lawn. And I guess it was a couple feet the other side of him, so I won't kick his butt for it. And now it quit raining, see? It quits raining so I can walk outside.